How's that explosive diarrhea going?
Not so well.
Blew out a bag?
Almost, yeah.
That's bad. Welcome to our van video. It seems like if you buy a van, you're kind of required to make a video about it, so here we go. This is our new van. This is built by Recon Campers. It's a Recon Envy. It is built on the Nissan NV200 platform, which is a compact cargo van. So to give you an idea, this van is 186 inches long, 68 inches wide. To compare that, a Toyota Camry is 192 inches long and 72 inches wide, which means this van is shorter and narrower than a Toyota Camry. But it's actually very well utilized space. It's powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder 131 horsepower engine. So plenty of power for driving around, but don't plan on trying to beat Sabine Schmitz van lap record at the Nurburgring in this van. Kind of want to walk you through this van, show you what we got, and let you see what you think. So out here, we changed out the wheels from the stock wheels. We put on 16-inch by 7-inch wheels. These have a 38 offset, and in the tires we put on there are Yokohama Geolandar AT G015 tires, and they're a 215 60R size, and that's the largest size you can put on here. Don't ask me how I know that, but I do. And they work really well. These are actually an overlanding tire, the same as you get the big Geolandar tires, and they work really well on dirt roads, everything. We've even tested them out on a very washboarded road at very high speeds. On this van, we got a awning here. I deploy it out, but I have a tree right next to me, so I really can't. It's a nice little awning, rolls out. Just pop up the top, and you can unroll the awning out. The other thing we have set up is I have this little thing here, which is a motion activated light. I mount it right there, and at night, if you have to open the door and step out for any reason, it pops on really nice, and you can see where you are as you exit the van. Up here on the roof, we added a couple rooftop storage boxes. These things are fantastic. They store all kinds of stuff in there. I've got like our recovery boards, tarp, electrical cords, battery charger, all kinds of stuff up in these boxes. It's nice stuff. I don't have to store down there. Saves a lot of space. I did do a video on installing these on this van. I'll have a link to that in the description below. We also have a 100-watt solar panel in the back. That was one of the options that we got from Recon, and that's been very useful. Okay, so this is the basic interior of the car. There's nothing fancy about it. It's a cargo van. We did do a couple things that are kind of cool. We tinted the windows with a ceramic tint, and we also did a ceramic film on the windshield. The ceramic is really nice because it acts as a radiant heat barrier, so you don't get the heat from the sun as you're driving on a sunny day blasting through the windshield, and it just keeps the whole car cooler. We also added Watercolor seat covers. These are actually neoprene seat covers, and when you're dirty, wet, these are really handy. Probably the coolest thing we did up here, though, was we added this. This is a little board that my father-in-law made. It's just a board with a couple rails on it, and it fits over this center section, which is designed to hold file folders. So this fits over that and makes a nice table. Now you got something to put your cell phones, etc. on there. And that's basically the interior, the front interior of the car. All right, so this is the middle section of the van. kind of the main living area in here. We've got this bench seat here, which actually is a proper seat with seat belts, so you can ride back here while driving. This also flips out into a bed. We have lots of storage. We have a drawer down here. There's a storage here. We got another drawer over here with plenty of food in it to survive a zombie apocalypse. I've got a refrigerator. We got a drawer over here with our pots and stuff in it. I've got a sink with a hot and cold running water, works really nice. And we've got this cool little silicone trivet drying rack, whatever you want to describe it as, works great. It can go here, you can set it over the sink, you can hang it over the sink, you can set things on there to dry so that over the sink it works really well. It's also silicone, so you can set hot things on there. We added these drawers up here. These are fantastic. They fit right behind the driver's seat, and they hold everything from our silverware to our personal stuff like toothbrushes and combs and such. Everything right there, and you can get to it real easily. We've got our Kleenex here with a little magnetic, taped a little magnet on the bottom so that it stays in place. And we found right over here is a great place to store paper towels. I do have a table right here, which mounts right in here. So you can have a table and sit and eat and even cook in here. What else do we got in here? We got the old tray up here, which is really handy for storing all kinds of stuff. I store cables, battery chargers, that stuff. And I have plugs for, this is where the plugs are. This van has a 100 amp hour house battery and a 1000 watt inverter. So everything is controlled from this touch screen right over here, which is really handy. And we turn on the lights on the main here. We can turn them on the pop top. We also have a set of mood lights for those special nights. It's got the controls for the hot water heater, the water pump, the fridge, the power sockets there. You can also see the battery voltage and the water inside outside temperatures. Another thing we did was I have made these little hooks, and these hooks have been fantastic. They work, we got them all over the place up here, and they work for holding like our drying towel, our mugs. This is really handy too. This we got on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. It's all USB powered, and it is a great little fan. So when it's a little warm out, you can set that fan up and have air circulating on you very nicely. We got a little closet area back here. We can store all kinds of stuff in there. Now, this van has 2 USB outlets, and as a photographer, just for Sheila and I traveling, it's great. As a photographer, it's not quite enough. So I have a Jackery 500 that I travel along with, and I can charge up with this. I can charge up my drone, I can charge up my cameras, my everything, because I may have 3-4 cameras plus a drone plus other things that I need to charge, and this works great. I just set it under the bed at night and it charges everything up, and we're ready to go in the morning. We also added a little trash can down here that works really nicely. Here in the back of the van, we got some more storage and such. So we have some storage down in here. I actually have a waterproof duffel bag with water bags in there for drinking water. We have the hot water here is set over here. Down here, I have the mixing valve for the shower. Over here, I've got more storage. In this bag, we keep all the water hoses, things like that. Up here, kind of toilet stuff. Down here, we have mostly cooking and fire stuff. We could actually build a little shelf in here, which we probably will. So we've got stove, propane for the stove, stuff to start the fire with, windscreens, those kind of things is what we keep in there. We also have in the back here a bug screen, which is super handy and really nice because then you can get nice airflow without getting eaten alive by insects, which are pretty nasty. So one of the unpleasant things about being on the road is at some point nature calls and you have to answer that call. So this is what our setup is. It's a Wolf-Wise double tent. So on this side we have in here a clean waste portable toilet. I was a little skeptical about this, but Sheila convinced me it was the thing to get, and it actually works really well. Just put a bag in there, it's got some chemicals to put in the bag to take care of things, and you do your business. The thing that makes this whole thing work really well is this. This is an airtight sealed bucket, because no matter how much you try, you cannot seal those off and you will get stink. But this helps eliminate the stink, or control the stink until you get to a place to properly dispose of it. So that's that side of the tent. On this side, we have our shower. This is the little shower nozzle. It's hooked in to the back of the van over here, and it sprays out water nicely. We have inside here, we have a little foldable portable pool deal that catches all the water so it doesn't run all over the place. Works really well. I did add, so if you're not using the tent, some little magnets on the back here. This is kind of a work in progress, so that I can hook that on and hold it in place. So far this thing works pretty well. You can actually go between the two sides, or you can have them closed off so that you don't have to. You can both use both sides of the tent at the same time, if required. One thing I failed to mention on this, and it's very important, if you're using this at night, the system, you do not want to have a light in here, because you will cast a shadow that your neighbors will notice and may not appreciate the view that they would be getting. Okay, so one last thing about the portable toilet system is, where do you store it? So what we found is there's actually an anchor hook right here on the back of the seat. We ran a large piece of Velcro through there. We just set that there, and we run our Velcro through, and it's nice and solid and ready to go. As we were filming this, I forgot one big item, one big feature to mention on this van, and that is that it has a pop top. When you deploy that pop top up, it gives a huge amount of headroom in the back here. I mean, a pro basketball player could stand up there, no problem, and it works really great. The other great thing about that pop top is that you can put the bedboard down and it becomes a second bed. And that's really, really nice, so that you don't have to try and cram everything down into the lower bed. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions or thoughts. I will leave links to all the items that we've described in here in the description down below. If you would like to see a video from us on how we pack, what we take, all that kind of things on these trips, let me know. Just leave a comment or shoot me a message. Let me know, and we can see about making something like that. But hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, once again, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks. Take care.